How are you?
Good.
Good.
How are you guys?
Good. My name is Kim. I'll be your nutrition counselor today. It's nice to meet you. Selena?
Yes.
You like to be called Selena?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So,
Delicious.
yeah, go for it. So these are just some of our food models that we're going to be going over. Just a bunch of questions, and we're going to do like a 24-hour recall. So these are some things that you can use to help. Yeah, exactly. So we have an option of talking about 3 different things today. So we can talk about eating on a budget. We can talk about reading a nutrition label or eating a balanced diet. So do any of these sound interesting to you?
I'll do nutrition label.
Nutrition labels? Okay. So just a little bit of housekeeping. We can stop at any time if you feel uncomfortable at all. And my peer here, Danielle, is going to be observing us and just taking notes on what we do. But only Dr. Jordan will be seeing that information, so like don't worry about anything that you have to say. I do have a form that I need for you to sign. It's just a consent form saying that you're okay with this. Is my consent form over there? Okay. Yeah, just that you're okay with this information. Cool. Thank you very much. You ready to start?
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions just so I can get to know you a little bit better. What grade are you? Sounds disgusting.
I got the second year or third year. Like it's like second year.
Second year, so a sophomore.
It's sophomore.
Okay. And then do you live on campus or off campus?
Off
Off campus.
live with your
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a cool who?
Melanie.
Melanie? Oh, Melanie. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and then how long is your commute?
Not long at all. It's like on Park Recess, it's like a 5-minute walk.
Oh, okay, so you walk to school? Yeah, okay. Okay, so how often do you buy, these questions are a little bit more focused on your food. So how often do you buy meals on campus or like outside of home?
Maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
2 or 3 times a week? Okay, so you would say never, rarely, sometimes, often?
I'll do sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. And then how often do you buy meals on the weekend out?
Usually depends when I work. Because sometimes I'll maybe often.
Sometimes?
Because I usually have
kind
practice, so I have to go out to eat with like the team. So.
Okay. So sometimes, okay. And then how often do you buy snacks out?
That's pretty often.
Pretty often? Okay, so just to go over this, you sometimes buy meals out and you only sometimes buy meals out on weekends as well. And then just you pretty often buy snacks on campus and outside. Okay, so we're going to just go over a 24-hour diet recall. So we're going to do it in a 3-phase or a 3-pass system. So the first, we're just going to kind of like remember what you ate the whole day, and then the second time we're going to go over and like add on the little details, like how much. That's where you would use these little things to help you like identify how much, and like brands and whatever else you can remember, times, all that stuff. And then the third time we're just going to go back and review it and add in any things that you might have forgotten.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the first thing you ate yesterday?
Had a banana.
Banana. Okay, and then
And then I had 2 slices of toast and avocados and avocado and eggs and seasoning.
okay. we're just gonna like go through the whole list of
Okay.
like what you ate all day, yeah.
Oh, is it keep going?
Mhm.
Afterwards, around like lunchtime, I had like a sandwich. It was like, let's see, what was it? Oh, sandwich was in it. I think it was like pulled pork,
Okay.
ham, pickles, mustard, bun.
What was the last thing?
Oh no, Cubano is like a type of sandwich.
Oh, okay, Cubano
then-
sandwich, okay, gotcha.
And then I had it on, what kind of bread? Does it matter what kind of bread it was?
Yeah.
Okay. It was like, I think maybe like a Dutch crunch, it's like long.
Okay. So kind of like a roll?
Yeah, kind of like a roll.
Okay. I can know what Dutch crunches.
And then I had an apple with it.
Okay. I know it's so hard, it's so
I
hard
don't
to
know, I
remember.
slept like a lot yesterday, so I'm like trying to remember everything. Like, oh my god, what did I have? And then, and maybe I was gonna go through like the main part. And then
Yeah.
And then after dinner, I went out with some friends. So I went to a ramen place.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like soup, like bone broth, and then like noodles. I had some slices of pork on it, and egg.
Okay. And that's what you had for dinner?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we're just gonna like go over like sizes and like how much of everything you ate. How big was your banana, would you say? There's a ruler here if you wanna use that, or you can use like whatever you see here, any of this stuff. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one touch.
I know, they're kind of weird to feel, huh? Okay. I don't know, we were thinking like, we couldn't decide if it's like chicken or fish or like a crepe she was saying it could be.
It looks like a chicken breast.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're trying to do. It looks like
Mhm.
it honestly looks like a omelet.
Yeah, it could be like anything. It's whatever you want it to be. How you said you had 2 avocado toast.
Looks like this.
Oh, perfect. And there was an egg on it.
Yes.
Do you remember what kind of seasoning you used?
I like to use smoked paprika, black pepper, and salt, and a little bit of Tabasco.
Excuse me. Okay. And then, did you use wheat bread, white bread?
Wheat.
Wheat. Okay, and it was sliced and toasted. Okay. And then for lunch, you got a pulled pork sandwich.
No, I had a pulled pork sandwich and soup. That's what it was. I was like, there's something I'm missing. It was like the 2 near.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna grab my water. Thank you. A pulled pork sandwich.
No, it's salad. It's salad. I forgot. I was going to Panera salad. I also with like.
Okay. What was in, so that was a Cubano sandwich, right?
Yeah.
With the, I'm like choking right now, sorry. My throat is so itchy. Sorry. Okay. How much, ham would you say was in there?
Maybe like 2 slices.
2 slices of ham, so like this kind of ham?
Yeah. Perfect.
2 of those. And pickles, mustard, how much of that would you say was in there?
Maybe a dollop of spread. It's
Okay.
Not like a sesame oil, like a tablespoon or something.
Okay. Tablespoon, and then how much pickles would you say was in there?
Maybe like 3 slices.
3 slices. How big would you say your roll was? Your Dutch
It
crunch?
wasn't that big because it was like probably like this size, and then it was.
Okay. That's a lasagna. That's so random, huh? Okay. And then your apple.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that size.
Yeah.
Okay. What? So you said there was pulled pork in your sandwich too? How much of that was in there? You'd say?
maybe like this much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like fits in there. If this was your bread, that's your
Yeah.
whole part. And your ramen for dinner, how much would you say, like how big was what size of bowl did you have? There's like little measuring cups if you want to look in here. There's like a bunch of stuff in here too. There's some cups. Just explore all of the options. This can be more.
No, one's like, kind of like that maybe, like.
Okay.
Or that one.
Okay, so that, this one here.
Yeah, but like maybe a little bit bigger because that one has really thick rim. Like it was like imagine this was like thinner.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like kind of what it was.
So it's probably, I would say that looks about like, this is a cup. Maybe like three or 4 cups of broth. Yeah, let's say 3 cups of broth. How much noodles was in there? There's like a spaghetti thing in there. So kind of. It's like there's some noodles here. There's like macaroni.
Yeah, that's pretty similar. Yeah, that's pretty similar.
Yeah, you just go ahead, just build your bowl of ramen. It really does look like it. Like. Okay. So there's spaghetti here. Oh yeah. Okay, so 1 egg, cup of noodles, and some sliced pork.
They're like very thin slices of pork. It's like it looks like a shoot of this.
Like the size of the egg, if that was
it's
like.
like this thin as well.
Okay.
It's like maybe like 3 or 4 slices.
Okay. Okay, and that was everything.
No, I got the salad. I
Oh,
got that salad
for lunch? Okay. What kind of salad you have?
It was a Thai chicken salad from Panera.
How big would you say the bowl was?
Like
And like how much lettuce?
Like this big, but
Same
like
thing.
with the same rim. Like it's like
Okay,
maybe-
so like 4 cups of lettuce?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope I didn't die from the lettuce. Just kidding. Like,
I know,
after-
the E. coli right now.
But after we ate it, like we I was like, oh wait.
Call into class tomorrow. I can't come, I ate lettuce.
Yeah.
And then what was on the salad?
It was like a peanut drizzle, like
Okay.
really very light, and then there was like a spicy vinaigrette. So maybe like a fork, like a fork of this.
Okay. Of each or like?
No, just for the vinaigrette. Drizzle was just like really light,
Okay.
a little squirt. And then after that, there's some chicken, maybe. Maybe like this size.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, actually it's more like.
The deck of cards, okay.
And just like some like wonton. Oh my god, Chris, I can't even say that. So it's like a little like sprinkling of that.
What would you say would be like a sprinkle of wontons?
Maybe
Says the ping pong. Is there anything else in the salad?
I don't think so. That's all I can think of right now. It's like that's like the main idea.
Okay. So we're gonna go back over everything, and then if you think of anything, feel free to just like stop me and we can add it in.
Yeah.
So, oh, and then also times. So like what time would you say you had the banana?
Maybe around like 9:30, 9.
9:30. Okay. And then your avocado toast, what time do you think you had that?
That was like right after.
Right after? So that was like all one?
Yeah, it's like all
thing?
one,
Okay.
yeah.
Your Cubana sandwich,
Around like 12, 12:30, 12:30ish.
and you had that with your apple
Mm-hmm.
and your salad?
Yep.
And then what time do you have your ramen?
Around 6.
6. Okay, so at, let's say at 9:30 you had a banana that was about the size of this chicken here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had 2 avocado toast with eggs, just this here. How much avocado would you say was on that?
The avocado's like this size.
Okay, and use the whole avocado?
Yes.
with wheat toast. It was just like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had an apple that was about the size of your pear.
Supposed to be apple pie.
Yeah. For lunch, you had the apple. And then a pulled pork sandwich that had 2 slices of ham, this, like, that you said about like this much pork on this size roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 slices of pickles, tablespoon of mustard. And then you had a salad that was about 4 cups of lettuce. A deck of cards was like the size of your chicken that was on there. Just a little drizzle of the peanut dressing, and then 1/4 of a cup of the vinaigrette. So it was about this size.
Mm-hmm.
Some wontons, sprig of wontons about the size of that ping pong. And then for dinner, you had a bowl of ramen that was about this size, about 4 cups of broth. About a cup of noodles. You use these little spaghetti noodles.
Perfect.
Yeah. About the size of this egg of pork. And another egg that you've had on top. Does that sound like everything? Any snacks you had in between, or is that just what you had all day?
Oh no, I had after dinner I had a tea drink.
Okay.
So it's kind of like green tea, probably the size of that cup.
Which cup? Per cup?
Per cup.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it was with syrup. And I got grapefruit.
Grapefruit syrup?
Yeah.
How much would you say that was in there?
That was maybe 2 pumps.
2 pumps?
Yeah.
And pumps are, I think pumps are like about, how much would you say a pump is? A pump is, this is a little thing. Like a tablespoon, or what would you say?
Tablespoon.
Okay. Me too. And that, so it's just the green tea with 2 pumps of the grapefruit syrup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like I ate something between lunch and dinner, I guess. I know I would have got hungry. Maybe I might have had another banana.
Another banana, okay. Between lunch and dinner, so
Maybe around like 3.
3 p.m. Same size banana?
Mm-hmm. Same bunch.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool, so. Okay, so we're gonna look at, that you talked about, you wanted to learn how to read a food label. Is that still something you want to talk about? Between the 3,
I think I'll do the budget.
you wanna do the budget?
Hers easier to say.
Okay. So we have some information here about eating on a budget. Here's a little handout that you can look through if you would like. So, what are some concerns that you have with like eating on a budget? Like, what makes you want to eat on a budget?
Save money.
Did you say money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other things, because it's like, I don't know. Well, at school and stuff, just going out or saving money just like to save up.
Yeah.
For a trip or something, because
Mhm.
spending everything on food like right then and there.
Yeah. So just like to be more prepared for meals and stuff. Okay. So it's some of like the tips that we have here kind of say like the most important part is just planning and just using some of the, you know, you can use ingredients that you already have at home, looking up recipes that, you know, like stuff on Pinterest that can tell you recipes you can make with stuff you already have in your house, so you don't have to go out and go grocery shopping, which, you know, then there's like more money there, and yeah, things like that. So this whole like form will give you just random little tidbits about how you can do that. So I want you to think about like your diet recall and in relation to your you wanting to eat on a budget. So what are some things that you think you can do to kind of start eating on a budget? Like what are thoughts that you might have, like you said, you want to save money, so what are little things that you think you can do to save money in relation to food?
What I do sometimes is a meal prep.
Okay.
So you'll be saving like, you know, meals so you don't, so you know you can't go out to eat and eat the food inside.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes what I like to do is like, I like to buy frozen vegetables.
Okay.
It's like, it's cheaper and so you should last for a long time as well,
Mhm.
instead of like paying for fresh food. And it keeps you a lot, like keeps you for a long time.
Yeah, yeah, because you just stick them in your freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then do you have any like barriers that stop you from doing like buying frozen vegetables or meal prepping? You said sometimes you do it.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. I mean, aren't we all? We have so much going
Yeah,
on.
it's like, oh, I don't want to cook right now.
Mhm.
I want to go back to bed.
Exactly.
I'll do this tomorrow, and then you have no food tomorrow. Just so you go out.
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, you just get in this cycle. I understand. So, what have you had any like can you think of any successes that you've had with meal prepping? Like what were some of the things that you got really good at when you meal prepped?
Really good and easy is pasta, because like you can make like a big batch and just
Mhm.
save it for later.
Mm-hmm.
I guess sometimes to do like salmon or something like that
Mhm.
with potatoes, but yeah.
Okay. And then, so what I want us to do is to put together a SMART goal for you. So a SMART goal stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So yeah, the most successful lifestyle changes occur when you create your own SMART goal. And you understand your level of motivation, readiness to meet this goal. So I want you to use this scale that we have to, what would you say your readiness is to make a change on the scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not ready and 10 being ready to make a change?
Maybe like 6.
A 6? Okay. And then how confident are you that you can make this change? That you can make a change?
Also a 6.
Also a 6 as well? Okay. Okay, so, this is, a 6 is kind of that you're ready, but you're unsure.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a very common stage. So, yeah, so it's a common stage to be in. Sorry, I'm like totally blanking
Alright,
right now.
good. Let me get my water though.
Sure. So, like I said, we're gonna put together a little goal for you. So what do you think that a change that you can make a change that you can make in regards to eating on a budget?
Don't shop when you're hungry.
Okay.
Preferably shop with someone. That way you can ask for opinions instead of like, oh, I don't know if it's good or not. I don't
Okay.
buy like too much stuff. Like try to bring like cash. So you like, you know, like a certain amount to spend.
Okay.
So you can't go over.
So giving yourself a budget like
Yeah.
while you're actually in the grocery store?
So
Okay.
that way you're like, oh, I don't really need this.
Yeah.
Like I could use this money for like something better.
Mhm.
Instead of buying like a bag of chips, you could be like, oh, I could get like some grapes or something.
Yeah, okay. And then, so it sounds like you want to just kind of get, okay. So you're not gonna shop when you're hungry. So some goals you have, you're just not shopping when you're hungry, just save some money. Get an opinion when you're with people, and to set a budget when you're actually grocery shopping. What about, would you be open to like making a list? And could you, what
Oh, yeah.
things do you think you could put on your list that would like be easy for you to meal prep? Like you mentioned pasta,
Yeah.
you liked making pasta.
Grocery list.
Mhm.
I should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, so what are some things that you would like put on your list that you would,
This panner.
yeah. Oh my god, it does say planner.
It's like look down.
As opposed to planner.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
What kind of things, so you mentioned that you liked pasta, it's an easy thing for you to meal prep. What other things would you like, would you think you could meal prep? And like how would you go about reaching this goal? Like what steps would you take to reach that goal of shopping on a budget and having a budget in your store and shopping with people, not shopping when you're hungry? What steps would you take to reach that goal?
Oh, I asked my friend, like, hey, you want to go grocery shopping? Or like just like hang around. And it's like, you know, Trader Joe's like near the mall. You
Mhm.
can do other stuff there as well. So like asked them to come with me. I would write down a list like what I need to buy first. And
Mhm.
sometimes I like done shopping, so oh shoot, I really needed like some eggs and I forgot.
Yeah.
And then I would say what was my goals?
Don't shop.
Oh,
when
I'm
you're
hungry.
hungry.
Just eat
Before you shop.
Yes. Because otherwise you get hungry and we start grabbing everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. So how would you know when you've reached your goal of eating on a budget?
When it's in the bank account.
I know, when you start seeing the funds.
Yeah. I guess I'd say like when I notice myself not going out as much,
Mm-hmm.
when I start I don't know, just like not going out as much, like oh like I haven't gone to this place in a while, we always eat, and then this one I can notice it a little bit, and then when it's like oh wait I can go home to eat right now instead of like because like I have food at home, I don't have to go out. I guess that's like it's one of the like you say more of the budget.
Yeah, yeah. What would be like a measurable, like you can, so you said when you see some funds in your bank account, that's when you know that you've reached your goal, and how would like what time would you set aside for like your goal? Would you be willing to, how much time would you be willing to put into your goal?
Maybe okay, so like you could do meal prepping, so maybe like an hour or so, but other than that, it's probably like just maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, like just thinking about it
Mhm.
simply.
Like an hour a week,
Yeah.
you would say just dedicate to just meal
Mhm.
prepping? Okay, so let's just talk about like, what are some advantages you think and maybe some disadvantages that would come with your goal?
Commitment,
Commitment, would you consider that an advantage or disadvantage?
disadvantage,
Disadvantage?
and motivation. Because sometimes it's like, oh my god, like I'm so hungry right now,
Mhm.
like home is so far away or something like that, and it's like something I have to like break it.
Yeah.
I guess say that like disadvantages is like maybe like going or like what's that it's the only thing you can't resist in the store. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I haven't seen this in a year and I want to
Mhm.
try it out.
Yeah.
Like, oh I haven't seen this before, I want to try this, and then you might just buy it and just break your goal.
Yeah.
So like temptation.
Mm-hmm. Would you consider if you were just to like, let's just say you have your list and you're doing your shopping, you have your budget, you could always leave yourself some space on the budget to
Mhm.
get those little things
Yeah.
that like, I'm gonna treat myself to like one thing that was not on my list, but I
Mhm.
want this week, you know,
Yeah.
something like that. how can you like picture your future with meal prepping involved? Like what would you say would be like a good thing like coming from following your goal? Besides like the money and all that.
Also healthy.
Healthy.
You're making it yourself, so you
Mhm.
know what goes in it instead of like going out and like you don't know what's inside this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely something that's like beneficial to like meal prepping and stuff. And also you'll be saving money and time. Like after you like cook, you just go home and eat. You don't have to like go out